I don't often do long preambles to the quiz questions, but I feel this first question needs it. You can define best goal scorer ever different ways. It could be the guy with the most goals, so Gretzky, of course, with Ovi chasing, or it could be the most gifted goal scorer like Mario or Hull or Bossy or Bure. You can define it whichever way you want.
I wish Torts was here to retort to that.
But this is the question. NHL goal leader Auston Matthews is on track to becoming the best goal scorer in league history. This is a statement. The best ever. Belief or make-belief on that statement, O-Dog?
Pains me to make believe this. I just think of what Ovi's done in his body of work and how many goals he's scored year after year and how healthy he's been. And to think of someone else replicating that, I just don't see it happening. It's unbelievable. And I got the feeling the Quizmaster wanted me to say belief, but I just can't get to it.
I'm going to believe this one because if you see how many goals Auston Matthews scores on a yearly basis, I mean, he's got 330 goals in 518 games. He scores in many different ways. You talk about the greatest of those other guys. Ovi, always the one-timer. I bet if you put a Jeff O'Neill right-handed stick in his hand, he would still find ways to score goals. That's why I'm going with Matthews.
I will go with make-believe. As soon as you said best and said it's subjective, for me, it's Mike Boss. He played 10 years in the league. His goal-per-game average was .76. For me, he's the best pure goal scorer of all time, even though he doesn't have the same body of work as Gretzky or Ovechkin or what Matthews will end up with. And Matthews could become the greatest of all time if he maintains his current pace of goal scoring for another 10 and a half years. Would take him to age 37. He would hit Gretzky's number.
Oh, we said that about Ovi about 10 years ago, so there you go. Tongue somewhat in cheek on this one, okay? But we propose that for the good of the league, the NHL should suspend the draft lottery and just award the #1 pick, Macklin Celebrini, to these very struggling Sharks. Pro or con to that idea, Carlo?
I am pro to that idea. I watched the San Jose Sharks play live last night or the other night, and they were absolutely terrible. I feel bad for this team. And you look at the season that they're having. If you're not guaranteed the #1 overall pick, why do you have to be that bad? They are bad. I don't think they'll beat the best AHL team, so give them Celebrini.
A joke question in more ways than one, and tongue not somewhat in cheek, fully in cheek, and that would be I'll go pro. Simply because it's a commentary on how epically bad the Sharks are so far this season, and also what a great fit Macklin Celebrini would be because his dad, obviously, with the Golden State Warriors.
Pro, you need that #1 centerman to get you out of the ditch. And watching them play the other day, they were doing some stuff that even amazed me as poor a defensive player as I was. It was incredible. So they need someone to help get them out of this mess.
Let's be honest. If you really love chaos, you want the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, and it's going to happen. That's going to happen.
I'm tired of seeing that, too.
NHL took 5 full minutes to decide an Oilers goal Tuesday versus Chicago was offside. Craig Button says reviews should be a maximum of 3 minutes long. How long do you guys think they should be under normal circumstances? 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, or indefinite?
I would say the linesman has 2 minutes from the time he gets the iPad opened and is looking at it. He's got 120 seconds to determine, and if they can't find the right camera angle or whatever, we've got to get out of these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minute delays. It's ruining the game.
To me, it's 1 minute. These reviews are taking way too long. We're all hockey guys. In 2 reviews, you could see whether it's offside or not. Shorten it, get it right, move on.
I'm going off the board, and it should be the same time as the coaches have to scramble behind the scenes to figure out if they want to challenge it. If that's the case, then the refs, as soon as they put the headset on, and people in Toronto, they've got that same amount of time, 30 seconds, whatever it is. If you can't find a definitive offside in that amount of time, you can't do it.
Strong answers. Which was the bigger deal in the PWHL on Wednesday? There's some good choices. #1 player in the world, Marie-Philippe Poulin, 3 goals versus Montreal. Or #1 draft pick, Taylor Heisey, with 3 points and some beauties for Minnesota. Which did you like, Go?
Heisey's 3 points, Jimmy, and I feel bad because Poulin, she's my go-to. I always go, she's the best player in the world. But I gotta go some different direction. She's scoring unbelievable goals, Heisey. Yeah.
Well, I'm going Marie-Philippe Poulin on this one. You talk about the face of women's hockey. She resembles that. You're talking about the new league, the PWHL, and you're talking about records and milestones. It's only fitting that she gets in there with that.
I'll go with Heisey. Those 2 goals were absolutely fantastic. The first overall pick in the first ever draft of a new league that's just starting up. And you talked about the face of hockey being Marie-Philippe Poulin. Well, one of the new faces of women's hockey is going to be Taylor Heisey.
Yes, she's a show.
Future for sure.
Oh, I know you haven't won the belt all year. But Carlo, we insulted him with not having him on that Italia question a few weeks ago. It's his wife's birthday.
Buddy, I don't care. I'm getting tired of this. My dad watches this, and he's give me the belt.
Happy birthday, Gina.
Carlos,
nice.
Carlo's got
Give me the belt.
Carlo's got
Give me the belt. I need the birthday.
Second period. You're not getting it.
That way, so.